Over here now, move it.
Please.
Come on. All right, now take off the earrings. Come on. Come on. And the rings, too.
I'm
Come
trying.
on, come on. I haven't got all day. Let's go. What's wrong?
I'm stuck.
Oh, pull harder. I take the whole finger off. Come on.
That's everything I have now. That's all.
Shut up. Now we need 5 minutes. One sound or move out of you and you get a bullet in the head. Understand? Have I made myself clear?
5 minutes.
Starting now.
Holly, run the robbers! Okay, empty your pockets.
Pick them up. This group isn't going to bother you anymore.
Just make sure they're all there, huh?
Not a bad collar for a girl on her day off, huh?
Better call the station. Better yet, call Robert. Might be good PR for the WIB. If he and Bert get to see our handiwork personally.
I will give him your love.
Just give him the address.
We've always known the room was in disrepair, but we've just never had enough money to take care of it.
Well, I'm sure the 50,000 will do just fine, and I'll certainly do my best.
Well, here it is. Tanya.
Excuse me, Dean, I'm sorry. That was your wife.
I know.
Grant, are you crazy? Go after her. What is she gonna think?
I don't know what she's gonna think. I'm not even sure that I care, Tanya.
How could you do something like this? Especially after yesterday in our talk.
I couldn't help it. I lost my head.
What are you doing? I mean, yesterday you all but ordered me not to come near you.
I know.
What made you change?
I've been doing some thinking.
About what?
About us, about everything.
Yeah, yesterday you said you wanted us to be nothing more than friends. Don't get any ideas. What am I supposed to think?
Tanya, something just took hold of me. I can't explain it. I'm as surprised as you are.
You can't be after yesterday in the hospital with that boy, Frisco. I mean, an act of jealousy or something like that.
No, it's not that.
Well, then what? What is it?
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm as surprised as you are. I just told you.
Celia's gonna want an explanation.
I know she will.
What are you going to say?
I don't know.
Well, you better think of something. Because I'll tell you one thing. I am not going to be responsible for breaking up your marriage.
Tanya, please, wait. Let's at least talk this thing out, huh?
Look, I have nothing to say. The only explaining you have to do is to Celia.
Excuse me, police officer. Police officer, come on. Hey, look, what?
Okay, what happened?
These three guys tried to rob me. And if it hadn't been for Holly and Bertha, they would have, too.
These three here, right?
That's right.
We caught him red-handed, Captain.
Oh, good, good. All right, officer. Go outside with Cliff. He's out there. Cuff them all and take them down to headquarters and book them. All right, come on. Move it along. Come on. Come on. Cliff, they're coming out.
Oh, Robert, you should have seen Holly. This guy went for his gun, and she flipped him like a hamburger on a griddle.
What gun?
This gun, you can have it. Personally, they make me nervous.
Oh, me too.
All right. Now, let's find out what happened. Start from the beginning, Claudia.
I told you, this guy, I don't know who he is, he came in, he pulled a gun on me, and he said that if I said anything, that he would shoot me.
And he took your jewels?
Yes, and my necklace, my earrings, everything. And he said that for me to stay right there, or he put a bullet in my head. And those were his exact words. He said he would put a bullet in my head.
Okay. Yeah. Then what happened?
Well, after that, I wasn't going to move. I mean, it was the last thing I was going to do. And then, Holly, you walked in. And I yelled, I screamed, I yelled out at her.
You knew what was going on here?
Well, I did as soon as she yelled she was being robbed.
Well, the lead guy's sidekick was coming in, and she had boxes in her hand, and she floored him with it.
It was just a reflex that he didn't even know what had hit him.
Well, that's when the lead guy went for his gun. And that's when Holly grabbed that wrist and threw him to the ground.
It's called a single-arm throw.
Hey, yeah, that gun popped out his head like a hot potato.
Judo.
Oh, meanwhile, that's just the beginning. Bertha comes in, and the guy that was recovering from the boxes that she had thrown, well, I'm telling you, she ducked and karate chopped him, and he went to the floor. I remember, girl.
Karate.
Well, actually, I just threw in the chop for good measure.
That's incredible.
It is.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't even bat an eyelash.
Well, you know, when you're well trained, courage has nothing to do with it.
Well, I'm surprised you were able to remember so much from your academy training.
Holly, this was your idea.
The WIB wanted to prove their equality. So I suggested them that they brush up on their techniques that have been sorely neglected for years.
On the QT, of course. We didn't want to do anything until we were sure we could demonstrate it.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think, gentlemen?
Well, I'll admit I'm impressed.
How impressed, Commissioner? Enough to review our demands again?
Bertha, I might even do more than that. If the rest of the women can prove their proficiency as ably as you have, you can find yourself on the streets immediately.
Look out, criminals. Here come the ladies.
Thank you, Commissioner.
What's the matter, Bert? You still look very skeptical.
Well, you know, I wasn't here for the actual collar.
I just told you what happened.
I know, but it sounds as if the ladies got them from behind.
No.
And if that's the truth, then anybody could have done it.
No, no. It was a head-on. I mean, those guys, they knew what happened to them.
Would you care for a demonstration, Captain?
Well, you want? Come on.
Please.
Come on.
All right,
come on.
sure, all right.
Go for it, Bert.
We will reenact it. All right, then I will be the robber, right?
Right.
Okay.
Okay, and I reach for my gun.
Yeah.
And I pull it. Oh. What happened?
I just have to wait till the morning. Hey, Grant, I'm starting to get worried about you. You're not gonna believe this. I already know. You do. Yeah, there's no estate on 625 Mill Pond Road. Not unless you'd call a barn an estate. I checked the entire area. I even knocked on some of the neighbors' doors. Nobody has ever heard of Butler. Not unless it's some butler who moved away 4 years ago. Wait a second. How did you know there was no estate there? The decorator called me.
An hour after you left and told me that our Mrs. Butler,
She was a little bit cuckoo. Very nice of him to share it with us. Look, I would have called you, tried to get a hold of you, but there was no way. I didn't know where you were. It's all right. I want you to know that you're getting paid for today. You don't have to do that. Oh, yes, I do. Who do you think sent you out there? You put in a full day's training, work, and you're getting paid for it. Thanks. See you tomorrow. All right. Take it easy and say hi to Celia, won't you? You bet.
Oh, that is the most wonderful feeling in the whole world.
What's that? The act of flipping a guy or the sauna?
The sauna, of course. The episode in the spa was terrifying.
Ah, well, you look like you were enjoying your bit in the spotlight to me.
Well, when it was all over, of course. When it was happening, I was terrified. In fact, if I'd stopped to think about it, I would have probably turned and run in the other direction.
That's a sign you're well trained.
What do you mean?
Well, you acted out of instinct. I mean, everyone's going to panic if they stop and think about it. I mean, all right, ask a dentist.
A dentist?
Yeah. You ever see him load up the needle with Novocaine? No, you don't, because he does it behind your back. Then he approaches you from the side. And before you know it, he's digging holes in your mouth.
Well, my dentist always warns me.
Yeah, have you ever seen the needle?
Well, no.
You ever know what the needle looks like?
I expect so. I mean, it...
No. It's huge. It's the largest needle in the world. Want to look at that monster, you're going to run out the door.
There's got to be a point here somewhere.
No, the dentist doesn't give you time to be scared. I mean, just like today when you threw that goon. You reacted before the fear had set in.
Well, doesn't matter how I did it, but I did do it. And the next thief who steps into that spiral is going to think twice before he makes a move.
Yeah, I hope Claudia thinks twice before she starts sporting that jewelry again, too.
Such a lot to go through to prove a point.
Yeah, well, you convinced the skeptic.
You really going to give the women a chance out in the field?
As soon as they're ready.
Well, I think Crystal and Bertha are ready right now.
Yeah. I know, but I want to wait till the other women catch up. Then they'll all have their chance.
Maybe, meanwhile, the men should brush up on their techniques, too.
If they want to keep up with the women, they're going to have to.
Yourself included?
What? Former WSB, CK8, super sleuth? I'm a killer, baby.
I noticed you haven't been, working out much lately.
Well, I've been sick.
Before that?
Well, yeah, I'm a little rusty, but... Hey, I tell you what, why don't you give me a few pointers?
Now?
Yeah, show me how you put that one over Bert Ramsey.
Oh, you don't need me to show
Yeah, come on. Give it your best shot.
You sure you feel up to this?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Come on, now, go for it, all right?
Okay.
All right, now, what did he do? He was like this.
Yes.
And he went for his gun, and he over like this, and then he went like that, right?
So, you're one of those, eh?
One of what?
One of those blokes who gets turned on by things like this.
Oh, they don't call me the Melbourne Mauler for nothing.
Hello.
You've got a lot of nerve.
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Yeah.
Either you've got an incredibly short memory or you're joking.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, the hell you don't, Grant! Did you set that up all for my benefit? Is that what it's about, revenge for what you thought I was doing?
Revenge for what?
I have been sitting here trying to figure it out. I don't think you really care about it, Grant. You can't.
Who? I don't even know what you're talking about.
So the only other answer I could come up with is revenge.
See, would you please just calm down for a second? You're not making any sense.
Are you going to deny it?
I can't deny it. I don't even know what the hell it is.
Name, rank, and serial number. That's what I should have thought that would come from an ex-DVX agent. Is that what they told you to do, Grant? Deny it? Just deny it if ever you're captured?
Would you please just tell me what I did?
Grant, we've been married too long to play games like this.
I agree. I'm telling you, I have no idea why you're so angry at me.
You'll deny that you were at the medical library this afternoon?
Yes, I will. I was nowhere near the library this afternoon.
Not at 5 o'clock?
No. I'll tell you where I was at 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, I was off driving around in the country, looking for a house and some woman that I was supposed to advise on a tile job. I was nowhere near the library. I wasn't even in Port Charles.
Can you prove that?
Why should I have to...
Can you?
Actually, no. No, I can't. It turned out to be a wild goose chase. There was no such address. Why don't you call your friend Jimmy Lee Holt? He'll tell you.
Oh, don't drag him into this, too.
Drag him into what? You still haven't told me what this is.
Just get out, Grant. Pack your bags and get out.
No, I'm sorry, but I'm not going anywhere until you give me some explanation.
I saw you!
You saw me where?
I saw you in the library with your precious Tanya kissing her.
You're wrong. I was nowhere near the library, and I've never kissed Tanya in my life.
Is that right? Kiss. That was the passionate kind.
I am sorry, but you're mistaken. I wouldn't kiss Tanya like that. I never have and I never would. We're friends, that's it. As for the library, I told you I wasn't near it.
I'm beginning to see why the DVX recruited you, Grant. You're good. Almost convincing, and I was there. I saw you with my own 2 eyes.
I am telling you the truth, damn it. You must have seen somebody else.
Oh, so now I'm seeing things.
You must have seen things. I wasn't there.
You were, Grant. I wish you would just stop being such a coward and admit it.
I am telling you the truth.
Well, so am I.
Are you? Are you really? Or is this some story that you created to justify your own immoral behavior with Grant Putnam and Jimmy
Don't
Lee?
be absurd.
It's as sound a theory as yours.
Mine is true.
Is it?
All you want to do is destroy our marriage, don't you? No matter whether it's this ridiculous accusation of me and Grant Putnam, or it's your own reckless infidelity, just so the marriage is ruined.
Celia, I love you.
Another lie.
No, wait just a second. Wait just 1 second. How do you know it wasn't Grant Putnam you saw in the library? I mean, we do bear a certain resemblance to one another. He's there all the time. Maybe he was there. Maybe he was kissing a girl who looked like Tanya.
It was you. It was your hairstyle. It was your face. It was your clothes. It was you, Grant.
You got that good a look, did you?
Stop it. I don't want to listen to any more of this. If you'd like some companionship tonight, I'm sure your sweet Tanya would be glad to oblige.
I can't believe this. I cannot believe